What's up, guys? All right, so we've got a few decent movers this morning. HMNY is gapping up. AKER is about break even after the close, about right around the same point yesterday. But it's moving some, so go to watch that one as well. ANTH is actually gapping down now, about 10 cents from where it closed. NXTD is a small gapper. It's at 233 now. Going to keep an eye on that one. Go ahead and add my watch list to the chat. There's a few other movers. Not the best volume, but a few's moving, so we'll see if we can find anything decent. Yeah, I'm watching RSYS as well. So, what's up, Matt? What's up, kid? What's up, Taylor Reed? What's up, man? D. Evan Taylor. Good morning. Marcus. George. Nice. Hey, that's a good gain, man, on that little cheap stock. All right, so I'll go ahead and add my watch list to the chat. All right, so there's my watch list. Good morning, Robert. What's up, man? I don't know. It's on my watch list. It's at 281. We'll see. It's a little bit higher float stock on CHK, but we'll see where it goes. You know, it could always run. I'll definitely keep an eye on it for sure. All right, so yeah, I have trade ideas, Marquis. They're Marcus. I don't know if it's Marcus or Marquis. The cage inside of me wants to say it's Marquis, but I'm pretty sure it's probably Marcus, huh? All right, so HMNY, gonna watch this one over 5, as well as this 517 high of yesterday. We'll see what NXTD does here. I'll see if any of these are actually tradable on TradeNet. I know HMNY and NXTD is. ANTH is not. CAR is. MESO is not. I mean, RSYS is not. I think CHK is. IDXG is not. And CTRV is not. So, some of them. It's Marcus. All right, man. I'll get it right this next time. Yeah, Taylor, I'm from Louisiana, man. Yeah, earnings are good on CHK. You could look at it though. It looks like it's a little bit higher float stock. You can see kind of the choppiness. Whenever you see a stock act like this, the float's usually pretty large. I can look up the float, but I'm pretty sure it's a pretty high float. Let me see if I can find the float for CHK. Yeah, the float is 896 million for CHK, so a pretty big float on it. We'll see if it has that any room to run, but you can see it. It just doesn't have that big of a range, just because there's so many shares available to trade with. Um, it's still gapping up, a decent amount for its price, but the float's pretty high. It probably won't move too much. Yeah, Taylor. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I don't live there anymore, but that's where I'm from. Moved out of the state about 10 years ago. Yeah, man. Yeah, Matt. There's a big difference, bro. But no, I like Robinhood, man. I still use Robinhood. I've been swing trading with Robinhood for a while now. You can see HMNY is pushing up and testing that 499 area. We'll see if it could break over that $5 point. What's up, Melody? Good morning. And you can see CTRV is at 32 cents. That's the high of pre-market. We'll see if this thing can break here. So the float doesn't look like it's high on CTRV. It's a really cheap stock, and so usually these are all, usually these are pretty low floaters. Let me see. I'll check that one as well. Yeah, the float on CTRV is 73 million. And so that's not necessarily a large float. That's a relatively small float. So it can move. It has some room to move. And you can see, I mean, it's up from 24 to 32 in pre-market. And that's a pretty big percentage move relative to the price of the stock. Let's see what AKER can do here. And you can see CTRV still up there testing that 32-cent level. Gonna watch that. See what NXTD can do here, and HMNY is right at that $5 point. Also watching RSYS. This one broke over $1 yesterday. It was on my watch list. Gonna keep an eye on it. It broke over $1. We'll see if it can hold, pick up some more volume. Is really what I'm looking for with this one. What's up, Vanda? Good morning, man. Yeah, that's not a bad float. 75 million. I mean, it could still run with that float. CHK, a little bit less likely just because the float's so big. Almost a billion in the float. Kenny, I don't want to say if it would be a good entry point. To be honest, HMNY is one of those stocks I've kind of mentally labeled unreliable. It just never really does what I want it to and always ends up faking me out. And so I don't really want to say if it's a good entry or not. It could be. I like the entry over 516 for the high of pre-market break a little bit better. But we'll see, you know. But yeah, not too much moving today. Let's look at the TVIX, see how it's acting. The SPY. So the SPY is pushing up, TVIX is moving down. I did have a good trade on the SPY yesterday, and so if I do decide to get in one, I may just jump in the SPY, you know, and try to make that work. I've gotten okay at predicting what the SPY is going to do for a little bit longer term holds on it, and so I may try to just jump in that. Like I said, if it starts to move and I see something I like with it. Good morning, Atheon. What's up, man? Star, if AKER breaks out, um, let's look at the daily to see the kind of range on it. You want to look at the daily chart. I mean, obviously, this 50 cent level is going to be, you know, probably the most important level right here that I'm watching for. And then this higher pre-market's the level after that. If it can get over those two, you know, it does have some room up to 55 and then 63. So a target would be 63. See if it can get up to here on AKER, at least for me. We'll see though. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it will either. If you look at the 5 minute chart, I mean, it's pretty extended the last 2 days. And so, who knows? We'll watch it, but gonna be careful with it for sure. No problem, Star. Yeah, if it does start to break out, 63 is where I'm gonna be watching for it as well. I'll have to trade it on Robinhood if it does. You can see CTRV broke the pre-market high finally at 32 cents. Got up to 32 and a half. I wish TradeNet would let me short some of these cheap penny stocks because, you know, I really like these for gap fills going down better. AKER not as much because it's technically gapping down, but I like CTRV to actually drop some, maybe down to 28 cents. You know, you take 500 shares, it's a decent little gain for CTRV if it does drop to 28. And the SPY continues to push while the TVIX drops. ANTH. You know, this one is the one that moved a lot yesterday. Now it's gapping down some. I don't know. We'll see what this one does. This one had a really nice run yesterday. But I think it'll probably fall down some. You know, if I could, excuse me, if I could, I'd short it once it gets rejected at 250 if it does. But I can't because it's not tradable on TradeNet. All I can do is go long on Robinhood. WKHS. Oh, I missed this one. Appreciate it. Yeah, I like WKHS. Nice gap up about 60 cents right now since where it closed. Not tradable on TradeNet, unfortunately, but I do like that one. Melody, I mean, it's not that they don't let you short. Any stock that's tradable is shortable, but one thing I've noticed is that a lot of times the really cheap, low float stocks that are under $1 especially are not tradable. You know, like CHK is, and it's a cheap penny stock, but it has a big float on it. NXTD is as well. I think the float's a little bit better with NXTD, and it's tradable, so I can short it or trade it. And so I'm going to watch for this one. But many of the other ones aren't. You know, CAR is, but it's $43. The TVIX obviously is. UVXY is shortable. And so, you know, usually about half are tradable and half are not on my watch list. And so, yeah, Atheon, so you can short anything that's tradable. So any stock that they allow you to go long with on TradeNet, they allow you to short. The problem is that's only about half the stocks on my watch list that they actually allow me to trade. And so, like this morning, the only ones I can trade the TVIX, the SPY, NXTD, CAR, CHK, and that's it. The rest I have to use Robinhood for. But yeah, I'm going to be watching ROKU as well. This one was on my watch list from yesterday. They do allow me to trade HMNY. I forgot about that one. So I can trade HMNY as well. But yeah, I'm going to see if ROKU can bounce back some. I mean, it had worse than expected earnings for the rest of the year. And so it's gapping down a pretty big amount. I'm going to watch it to see if it can rebound some. I think it may be a little oversold here. But gonna keep an eye on it. Gonna be careful with ROKU for sure. I'm still looking, see if I can find anything else that's moving. OREX, very slight gap up, very slight. PLUG, very slight gap up as well, but I kind of like PLUG. And it's tradable, so I'll watch PLUG as well. MYSZ is moving some, doesn't have the best volume though. AVEO getting a little volume spike there. All right, AKER is pushing up some. It's at 51 now. Looks decent. Yeah, I mean it's frustrated. One thing I've noticed with TradeNet is that usually they want the stocks that are tradable are usually the high volume stocks that move a decent amount. Sometimes it's the higher float stocks that have the most volume, and so those are usually the ones that are available. But for instance, they do a pretty good job of adding stocks. Like in December when all the blockchain stocks were moving a ton. They added DPW, so I can trade DPW, MARA, RIOT. They added the blockchain stocks and allowed you to trade those. And so they try to do a pretty good job of adding stocks for you to be able to trade. Joshua, you know, to be completely honest, I didn't get much use out of the day trading course that was provided with it. It's the course is going to be the best for somebody that's completely new to trading in general. But if you're even, somewhat well versed in trading, like what float is, you know what that stuff is. I don't know how much use you're going to get from, the TradeNet course, which is fine. I mean, I don't, that's not why I bought the intro account. I bought the intro account for the funded account. But, if you're buying it for the course, it's just not something that I really learned much from. It's you can learn everything from it on YouTube that they give you in the course, and it's mostly just for complete beginners that have never traded before. It doesn't really teach you how to trade or like setups or patterns really. It just teaches you like what float is, what a stock is and stuff like that. If I can remember correctly, I may be wrong, but that's just from what I remember. Really, Atheon? I mean, I'm pretty sure I lost more than 5% in a trade. Let me see. Yeah, well, what they mean by that, Atheon, is that there's a $700 max loss. I just had to calculate what 5% of 14,000 is, and it's 700. So there's a $700 max loss. So yeah, if you lose more than, if you lose more than $700, not even in any specific trade, but if your equity in your account gets down to 13,300, they close your account down. So it's not 5% of your $700 max loss. If you lose more than 5% of 14,000, which in turn is 700, they're going to close your account down. So there's a $700 max loss. Yeah, CHK is slowly grinding up towards that pre-market high. But yeah, what they mean by that is that if you think about it, 14,000 is the amount of buying power you have, and 5% of 14,000 is 700, and there's a $700 max loss. And so that's what they mean by that. I mean, honestly, I understand that aspect of it, Melody. I mean, they're providing you with 14,000 in buying power. The intro package costs $500, right? So they're really giving you $200 extra to play with. You know what I mean? And they're giving you 14,000 in buying power for $500. And so, like I said, they're really giving you $200 extra in buying and in losses for you to take. And so, I mean, I understand it. It really wouldn't be fair if they gave you 14,000, to trade with, and that's your max loss if you only paid $500. So I understand that part of it, honestly. So yeah, like the intro package is $500. I got 14,000 in buying power with that, and my max loss is $700. And so they're giving me an extra $200 to lose. Appreciate it, Matt. All right, so AKER is slowly climbing up here. We'll see if it breaks the pre-market high. Yeah, no worries, Melody. No problem. All right, so AKER is slowly grinding up here. VHC's gapping up some, trying here. Yeah, WKHS. So look at AKER. It just broke the pre-market high. It's at 52 cents now. I'm still waiting for Robinhood's web-based platform to come out. I'd really like to do the web-based platform. And if I did, I'd be able to show you guys my trades on Robinhood as well. They said it was supposed to come out early this year, and so it's about time for it to come out. I'm still waiting for it. Hopefully it'll come out soon. What's up, Richard? What's up, man? It's good, man. It's good. You know. All right, guys. So we got about 10 minutes left until the open. AKER is still pushing up strong here. Yeah, I like Robinhood, Matt. You really can't beat free commissions. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go get a little bit ready for the open, so I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. All right, so CTRV is trying to keep over that pre-market high. We'll see what happens there. I have trade ideas. So I have a trade idea scanner that I use. I use that. There's also stockmarketwatch.com. It will kind of give you a list of all like the pre-market movers, after hours movers, etc. So stockmarketwatch.com. I've been using that for a while as well. They're both pretty good. Trade Ideas is a little bit more expensive since the stockmarketwatch.com is free. Yeah, I do that as well, Atheon. I just use Thinkorswim Scanner. You can kind of look, see what. There's also a gapping criteria that you can add in. I usually try to add in the stock has gone up or down more than 5%, or gapped up or down more than 2 or 3%. And so you can add the gapping criteria to the scanner on Thinkorswim as well. That's $100 a month, Danny. And like I said, I like Thinkorswim and not Thinkorswim. I like Trade Ideas. I don't think it's absolutely necessary though. I still think you can. I mean, I think it's the best during market hours, so you can kind of see exactly what's moving. When it moves. But for pre-market watch lists and stuff like that, there's other ways to kind of see what's moving. There's Twitter, StockTwit, StockMarketWatch.com, Thinkorswim Scanner, and you can really kind of get an idea of what's gapping up and moving. That might be a good plan, D. Evan. Yeah, I just gotta be careful when the volume's like this. Whenever the market's so slow like this. One thing I've noticed, like I've been doing pretty. It's been pretty rough trading the last few months when the volumes and the overall volatility and volume has been low in the market. Whenever the volume picks up, that's when I usually do the best. I did really good in December and November when the volume was great, but when the volume starts to go down like this and it's really slow and choppy overall in the market, that's when I usually do the worst just because it's tough to find reliable momentum trades whenever there's no volume in the market. Yeah, I've heard pretty good things about Finviz as well. Never used them, but heard good things from it. All right, guys, we got about 2 minutes left until the open. We'll see what HMNY can do at the open here. What's up, Power Zone? MTSL, pre-market high. I do like MTSL. Very small gap, but it's moving some. Unfortunately, not tradable on TradeNet, but still going to keep an eye on this one. We got a minute left until the open, guys. Good luck, everyone. MTSL isn't. That's a bummer. Yeah, Robinhood's usually pretty good with stuff that's actually tradable in there, but sometimes you'll find stuff that isn't. All right, guys, market's about to open now. Good luck, everyone. Market's open right now. All right. You can see AKER is making a big drop. Market's pushing up some. HMNY is falling down. AKER is as well. CCLP looks halfway interesting. CHK starting to push. CHK is pushing nicely here, up to 295. Up to 297 on CHK. AKER, look at AKER here. Starting to run. And here's the market pushing up. All right, so I'm in the SPY here with 20 shares. Gotta see if it'll continue. If not, I'll just bounce out of it. Seems a little choppy. Don't really like that choppiness. Give it a second here. There's a nice move on it. I'm just going to jump out there for a small gain. Jumped out a little bit early, I think, but I'll take the little gain on the SPY. And you can see AKER starting to push here. Wait for another pullback, see if I'll jump back in the SPY there. Got out a little bit early, it looks like, but that's okay. AKER is running up nicely here. SPY continues to climb. Yeah, definitely got out a little early on it, but no shame in taking a small profit. I thought the SPY may run this morning just because it was down so much yesterday. Usually it tries to rebound. AKER is still pushing up strong. Yeah, I see that, Marcus pushing up nicely there. HMNY starting to wash here. HMNY, I mean. Looking at ANTH. I might jump in AKER. You can see it had a really nice 1 minute pullback set up right here on AKER. You can see this 1 minute pullback breaks that high and then continues on its climb up. HMNY would have been a nice short under this level right here. Unfortunately, I missed it. But AKER is looking strong. Marquis or Marcus? Look at ANTH here, guys. Had a nice little pullback, a little 2 minute pullback, and now it's pushing up nicely. This is one of my favorite setups. You can see it pushed over the $0.50, found support, and then continued on its climb up. It's a little bit too late for me on that one. NXTD's trying to come back here as well. Looks decent. Marquise, I'm going to put it in the chat. Is it pronounced? There you go. One or two. Let me know which one's right. So big pullback on AKER. Glad I didn't jump in that one. But ANTH is running big here. It looks nice. Up from where it opened up at around 240. It's at 270 now. Around 270. All right, SPY continues to run. I definitely got out a little bit early, but no shame in taking a small profit. CHK's bouncing back here. It's at 297. Gonna watch it over 3 and over that 298 high. VKTX trying. AMRS trying. VHC. I definitely got out of the SPY a little early. WIN has been slowly grinding up here. WIN. Alright, there's CHK testing the high of the day at 298. Alright, the SPY's up to 222 or 221 now. Or 272.20. But yeah, you can see this is why I don't trade the TVIX anymore. The SPY's pushing up in a huge way, and the TVIX is still kind of standing still. Just not that much room to profit. It doesn't move very much at all. And so you can see that's why I don't really like jumping in the TVIX anymore. So there's CHK jumping over and breaking the previous high right there. It's at 299 now. So WIN is slowly grinding up here. You can see. All right, CHK's at $3 now. Oh, Marquise. Okay. Got it. I don't know. I just don't know if I trust CHK here. 3 is going to be kind of the crucial level with it. See if we can get over 3. It's going to be a tough level to get over after that big push and then that big pullback. Yeah, that's I mean, good luck to guys. If you're in this thing going long, I hope it continues here. I'm not too confident in it. I think it may get rejected at 3. It's just going to get exhausted after breaking 2 support levels right next to each other. But who knows? I mean, I hope it pushes up for you guys' sake if you're long in it. And it may. It's looking strong here. It's at 3 now. Wants to go. Has really good volume, which, I mean, is to be expected with a high float stock, but it's pushing up. We'll see if we can break 3 here. Kind of teetering back and forth. Yeah, it was a nice push back up there. There it goes. Just broke. Nice. You can see DFFN, OERX. Alright, yeah, so CHK is continuing here. So is OREX. Up to 305 on CHK. Nice move there. Here's another pullback on ANTH. AKER still pushing strong here. CHK still going up to 306. Really nice move for a low float stock, or for a high float stock like CHK. This is a big move for it. IDXG, guys. IDXG. I may try to jump in IDXG here with a small share size. Try to make a few bucks on it. Let me make sure I have day trades on Robinhood. Alright, yeah, so I do. I don't know. Don't like it now. It got rejected at 1. But OREX is pushing up nicely here. Look at OREX. Good job, insurance. Nice, man. I don't know why it just disconnected me from the chat. I'm also watching AKER here. Alright, I just jumped in AKER here for this break of the previous high. We'll see if it has a little bit of room and doesn't fake me out. I'll hold it for a little while. Small share size, so no worries if it doesn't. SPY's pulling back in a big way. You can see OREX has a little 1 minute pullback here. It's pushing up to test 150. There's the test of 150 here. Broke 150 for a split second on OREX. Now it's pulling back. Yeah, what's Roku doing? I know I thought it may rebound today, and it is. I got to start focusing more on these big rebound plays. These are some of my favorite plays. Whenever a stock gaps down a huge amount like this, most of the time it ends up rebounding some the next morning. As you can see, ROKU did. It's up $1.50 right now. Yeah, AKER faking me out. I'm going to go ahead and get out here for a $1 loss, which is okay. Alright, so CHK's flagging nicely here. It's starting to push back up. At 303 now. Look at the SPY wash here, guys. It's testing the low of the day here. Look at the big wash on the SPY. Watching for a low of the day break on the SPY right here. What strategy is that, man? What's your Robinhood strategy, man? Yeah, one of my favorite setups that I need to start trying to use more often, and I called this one out in our in my watch list video from yesterday, but you can see how this huge drop in ROKU, most of the time when a stock drops this big, it ends up pushing up and rebounding some in the morning, just off of the psychological aspect alone. When people see a big gap down like this, you know, most of the time they favor it to continue pushing up and to rebound some after a big drop like this. And so I need to start maybe trying these plays a little bit more often, these little rebound plays. And so I'm actually still in AKER here. We'll see what happens. I stopped myself from buying it once I saw that big push back up here. And I can still get out for right now. I'm actually up a small amount on AKER. But after I saw that big down wick, which means a lot of buying pressure, you know, it made me want to stay into it. I'll give it a little bit of time. Looks like it wants to hold over there. And CHK continues on its little climb up there. Yeah, rebound plays can definitely be profitable. I did a video a while back. A lot of times traders, and I'm myself included, will only pay attention to they'll only pay attention to gapping up stocks. But like, watch, I'm gonna go through a list of all the stocks that gapped down overnight last night, and we'll see what they did in the morning. All right, so these are the biggest stocks that gapped down last night. MIC, not a good example. Washed out some. You want to wait for at least some pressure going up. ROKU, obviously pushing up here. AAOI, it's continuing. W, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll eat my words here. Yeah, most of these stocks are actually going back down. But you got to wait for it to start to head back up. Let's see. LGCY. LGCY is pushing back. GCI. Not really a gap down, I should say. But yeah, still, regardless, a lot of times rebound plays are decent. You just got to wait for the rebound. And the same thing vice versa. You know, like if a stock gaps up a big way, you could see this one washed out to fill the gap going down. We'll see what CHK can do here. I'm watching the SPY, see how it reacts. I think it's probably going to bounce here and continue heading up. We'll see though. Yeah, for sure, Atheon. Yeah, CHK rebounded nicely. Although it started to rebound in pre-market. But yeah, a lot of times, like, you got to wait for that confirmation in the trade. Like, you want to wait for it to confirm that it's going to start reversing and head back up. It's the gap fill strategy. You know, a lot of times the stocks will fill the gap. You know, so if it gaps up a lot, it will fill the gap going down, so a good short play. And if it gaps down a lot, it will start to fill some of the gap going back up, like ROKU. Some of those were just bad examples. Like, obviously, you know, you never really know. A lot of times the stock will continue going down, or if the stock's gapping up, obviously the stock will continue to push up. But if it's a huge gap down like ROK, you basically want to look for overextension. Like ROKU was obviously, you know, pretty overextended on the downside. You know, it was just oversold in my opinion. And so you could see whenever a stock's oversold like that, you know, it has some room to head back up. I should trust my instincts a little bit more. I thought the SPY would bounce off of the low of the day right here, and it did nicely. Wow, Missouri. Awesome, man. Crazy game, dude. Awesome, man. Nice trade, dude. Big gain for sure. Alright, so let's see what else is moving in the market. What did WKHS end up doing? Nothing really. ADRO. MYSZ has been slowly running up here. Alright, so there's the low of the day break on the SPY. We'll see what happens here on this buy. Looks interesting. MYSC still steady pushing up here. Yeah, so I'm going to get out of AKER here for a $1 loss. I'll give it a little bit of time to break over that 56-cent level, and then I'll just jump out. It's had some support there previously. If it breaks, I'll get out of it, and if not, I'll let it work. Volume's starting to come down, so don't trust it as much. There's WIN. So yeah, I just set a stop loss on AKER at 55.99. So if it breaks under 56, that's my cue to get out. But WIN looks decent. It's at 166 now. WIN's pushing up. $167 now. And I'm stopped out. Alright, so you can see WIN's pushing up. It looks like a high float stock though. So we'll see what happens here. Wow, look at ANTH. Huge washout after that big run. All the way back down to the low of the day on ANTH. Later, Melody. Thanks for watching. Hopefully to see you tomorrow. Later, Insurance. Thanks for watching, man. On my scanner, I'm showing GPOR, ARQL, WIN, MYSZ, MTL, ADRO, LTRX, ECYT, FORD, SDT, TNDM, STKS, and that's it. HDS, WLL, WLL showing up. You can see it's a little bit more expensive of a stock, but it's been pushing up nicely here. OREX starting to grind back up as well at 150 again. CHK right around that high of the day at 308. It's at 307 now. Bouncing off of 3 nicely, holding support there. Look at OREX, guys. Just missed it. Up to 160. OREX pushing up big here. I wish I could short ANTH right here. Some choppiness action on the SPY. Yeah, like I said, ANTH looked like a good short. We'll see if it continues. Yeah, I saw CHK bounce back to 310. OREX been running up some a decent amount as well. Got up to 160. Now that's the high of the day. We'll see what happens there. I want to see CHK hold support where that previous high was. I want to see that previous high, that resistance right there at 308 turn into support now. Were you going short or long on ANTH power zone? Yeah, it's got to get and hold under this level right here on 231. Who knows though, when the market's slow like this, it could bounce all the way back. So just be careful with it. I know I said I wish I could short it, but you know, we'll see what happens. And a lot of times when a stock breaks the low of the day, it will have a small bounce and then it'll continue down. So I'm going to watch for that on CHK as well, but on ANTH as well. But CHK continuing here. You can see it held that previous resistance as support right there at 308. We'll see if it continues to climb back up. That's kind of the support and resistance level I'm watching right there at 308. CHK continuing to climb. Anthony, so I still do, I still trade in Power Hour. A lot of times I just don't stream it. My favorite Power Hour setup is when a stock gets a volume spike right before the close. Let's see if I can find one that did it yesterday. You know, AKER may be a good example. It just had a nice volume spike before the close, as you can see here. And it broke the high of the day. It finished really strong. That's kind of something I look for. You know, really, I just want to, I have a video on it. So if you go check out my old videos, it's my 2 favorite swing trading setups. And that's basically what I use. That's what I found out works the best for me, at least. But yeah, I want to see a volume spike right before the close. And I want to see it finish strong on the close. And so I usually try to get in right before the close if I see that volume spike. And then ride it up for a gap up, hold it a little while the next morning, and then sell and get out of it. But yeah, it's all about, basically, I just want to see a volume spike like this right before the close. I want to see it finish strong. I want to see people start buying it before the close, because that's what that buying means. If it finishes strong and has a volume spike, that's what it means, is that people are buying it before the close. Gives it a little bit of momentum to gap up overnight, hopefully. And so that's kind of what I look for with my swing trades. Yeah, I don't do the Power Hour stream as much just because nobody really ever was, not too many people ever watched it. I might have had 20 people there. And so it never really caught on, so I just don't do it as much. But I still swing trade overnight a decent amount. Nathan, appreciate the support, man. But yeah, it's pretty easy. I mean, you sign up, you pay for the intro course, and they give you you have two contracts to sign. You got to send them a photo ID, and that's it. So you just got to send them a photo ID, sign the two contracts, and within a day or two, they'll email you your login information for the funded account. So the spy is bouncing all the way back here, forming a little bit of a channel there. AKER is holding support nicely at that 55 cent level. Yeah, no worries, Anthony, no problem. HTZ is pushing up nicely. ARGS had a volume spike but got rejected at 150. Maybe I should have held AKER because it's holding support at 55. Maybe should have had a little bit more patience with it. IDXG is over the high of the day. No volume though. HTZ has been slowly pushing up. Hertz. I think this is a rent-a-car company. CHK falling down. Broke under that support and resistance level at 308. We'll see what happens there. VER trying to break the high of the day. We'll see if IDXG can get some volume here. IOVA trying. WLL still continuing its climb up there. No problem, Nathan. Nice, John. Good job, man. Yeah, NYSZ has been slowly climbing, but it's been really, really choppy. So y'all are considering CHK here. Yeah, just be careful. It's a little extended, but I mean, it could run. You never know. It could break that 313 and keep going. So just be careful. But, you know, maybe a good trade. Who knows? I want to see it hold over that 310 level in that 308 especially. Nice, Matt. Glad you're here, man. All right, so the market's slowing down a little bit now. ANTH is still right around that low. We'll see if it can break under it now. All right, so there goes ANTH testing that low again. Maybe Marquise. We'll see. Usually the best power hour setups are on Friday. That's usually when I have the best results from my overnight holds. Is usually overnight holding it through the weekend, buying on Friday, selling on Monday. But Friday there's usually a decent amount of volume on Friday, so we'll see. Hopefully, we'll get some decent setups. I don't usually like to jump into anything for a swing trade until right around the end of the day. That's usually what I wait for. But everybody has their own style. That's just what I like doing the best, is jumping in right around the end of the day. But yeah, guys, with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down now. Volume's really low. Small gain on TradeNet on the day. I'll take it. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. We have a hater chronically down liking everything I put out, so do me a favor, overpower his dislike by hitting that like button right now if you appreciate this content. Also, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We appreciate it, guys. And yeah, good luck for the rest of the day. I'll see you guys later tomorrow morning, hopefully. And yeah, if you want to see if you want to see what I'm holding overnight, I'll try to post it on Twitter. So follow me on Twitter. Here, this is my Twitter handle. So follow me on Twitter. Towards the end of the day, towards the end of the market hours today, I'll post anything I'm holding overnight if you want to see what I'm holding. And I'll probably also update it in my watch list video tonight as well. So anyways, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. Hit that like button if you can. And thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later.